Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
With even the slightest blink from the corner of your eyes, you immediately tie down the king of elephants, Krishna, tightly. When will this person worship those two eyes that defeat the fickleness of the wag-tailed bird with eyeliner? Srimad Raghunath Das Goswami attains a virtual succession of relishable devotional services to Swamini. The devotees that are fixed in Smaran will also attain these relishable services within their minds. When Smaran becomes deep, it's called dhyan or meditation. This dhyan is the best means of meeting the Lord face to face. In the Patanjali Darshan, it is written, Tatra pratyayaikanata dhyanam. To fix one's mind on a single object without interruption is called dhyan or meditation. According to Sri Jiva Goswami, this refers to deep meditation or dhruvanusmriti. Sripad Sankaracharya describes this kind of deep meditation, which he calls upasana, as follows. Upasana means to hold on to a certain object of meditation according to scriptural injunctions and to fix the mind on it in such a way that other thoughts cannot interrupt. The best way for a devotee to enhance his meditation is to chant the holy name of the Lord in the company of other devotees. The more the devotee's heart gets purified by this practice of Nam Sankirtan and the goddess of fortune, Bhakti Devi becomes manifest in the heart, the closer the devotee will get to the kingdom of Dhruvanusmriti meditation and will be blessed by attaining spotless bliss. In his deep meditation, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami serves Swamini by ornamenting her. In this verse, he perceives the Kajal Seva, the service of applying eyeliner, and he is praying, when can I worship these eyes that tightly bind the Krishna elephant with even the slightest wink? When can I worship these eyes? By putting eyeliner. Within the prayer lies the acquaintance with the mood, the contact with the mood. Swamini is always victorious over him, and so she is known as Jaya Shri. She whose beauty consists of superiority in victory, in gambling, in joking, in water games, in love games, and others. Radharani's superiority is evident, for her playful glances are Krishna's only support. She does not need to make any great movements with her eyes. The slightest movement is enough to tightly bind the Krishna elephant. There's an abundance of her Madana Rasa infused in these playful glances. And that's why they have so much power over the transcendental, youthful Cupid of Vrindavan. In Purvara condition, Krishna tells Radhika's friends, I became absorbed in staring at her spotless face, which is exquisitely sweet like a lotus flower. In an unseen way, this beautiful girl has bitten my heart like a female snake. When an arrow-like glance is fired from her wonderful bow-like eyebrows, Krishna, who is full of transcendental bliss, may even faint of ecstasy. Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati writes in his Radha Rasa Sudaditi, when can I worship that Radhika whose arrow-like glances caused the prince of Braja to faint, his yellow dhoti to fall off, his crown to loosen, and his flute to fall from his hand. When can I worship that Radhika with rasa? Shyam is absorbed in relishing the wonderful beauty of your eyes. How beautiful your eyes are! The Creator sat down in solitude to create the pupils of her two eyes. Thinking them to be blue lotus flowers, the greedy bumblebee of Krishna constantly runs for them. The beauty of Radhika's eyes subdue Shri Krishna, the freely enjoying and mad young elephant of Braja, who is otherwise uncontrollable. Krishna's name, Hari, is because he steals everyone's heart and minds with his extraordinary beauty and his sweetness. And he is named Krishna because he is all attractive and all blissful. He can only be controlled by pure selfless love. And there are different amounts of love the different devotees have for him. These amounts are classified in 4 levels. Anu means atomic. Apekshita Nunadika means more or less. Mahan means great. And Parama Mahan, the greatest love. Ordinary devotees have an atomic amount of prem. Narada Muni and other sages have more or less prem. The Brajabasis have great love. And only Srimati Radharani has the greatest love. Krishna is controlled by his devotees according to the amount of love they have for him. And Shri Radhika has the greatest love for him. Therefore, she controls him to the highest degree. Madan Mohan, the enchanter of Cupid, is bound tightly by even Swamini's slightest glance. When Krishna returns to his village in the afternoon, this Leela is called Uttaragoshta. Swamini stands on her moon tower to discreetly admire his beauties from a distance, burning in the fire of separation from Krishna, and considering each second that she is separated from him to last like a millennium. Her girlfriends show her, "Oh, beautiful girl, look, Vanamali Krishna, who wears a garland of forest flowers, has come." Our hero does not look up, so Swamini, her heart filled with tremendous anguish of love and separation, stares fully at him, drinking the boundless forest fire of separation that burned in her heart, was distinguished simply by seeing Shyama Sundara. This time, Shyama Sundara looks back at her, and both the lovers become shy. Shri Radhika pulls her veil straight and goes away. Then she stops, turns around again, and thinking, "Before I go, I have to see him once more," and casts a slight glance at him. It is a restless, momentary glance, because she is very shy. She slightly smiles in a nervous way, because she is so happy to see him. Her beautiful glance is anointed with bashfulness and humility. Shyam is thirsty for that glance of Swamini. Swamini thinks to herself, "I could not give anything to you." And that's why her sidelong glance is also filled with humility. And she is very glad because she thinks, "At least one time I could see you." How many things she is telling him through her glances. Her glance is the great medicine that saves the life of Shyam, who also suffers of separation from her. This is the treasure of his meditation. Shyam keeps the sweetness of that glance carved in his heart. Without receiving the formal worship of her in the form of these flower-like glances, Shyam could not survive. How many things she told me through this momentary glance. Shyam meditates. During Purva Raga, these glances madden him and keep him awake all night. Although Krishna controls everything and everyone, these momentary glances control even him. although innumerable gopis are eager for his sweet glance. Krishna eagerly looks at Radhika for the slightest beautiful glance. The slightest gesture of these eyes bewilder Krishna, the king of elephants. The sweetness of these eyes make him helpless. Tulasi serves Swamini and makes her relish the flavors of the remembrance of these pastimes by saying, "Hey Shyamaju, can this maidservant not worship your eyes that control the Krishna elephant with even the slightest movement? Such a goddess needs to be offered puja." The Mahajanas say that this exchange of glances is so much relishable, and that's why there is so much worship of Sri Radha's emotional, loving glances. When I look at Radha's eyes and face in this mood, I feel 1,000,000 times more happiness than when I directly meet with her, Krishna thinks.
You see, the pastime, the voice can more increase. Rather, when we see the pastime, you remember Manjaris are also here. Radhika eyes is the main thing what attracts to Krishna. So Radha is also there and Krishna is also there. There are three there. The Manjaris, the living soul who has agreed to be a dasi of Radhika, they are Manjaris. Radhika eyes is so attractive that she can control Krishna by his side glance. And so sweet that this Krishna who controls whole universe, that controls by the eyes of Radhika. When the Manjaris see this, wow, my Swamini, we are so fortunate that my Swamini's eyes can control Krishna. She only wants to meditate on the eyes of Krishna, Swamini, because this my Swamini is controlling this big elephant who is never controlled by anyone, only by the side glance. So this my Swamini's eyes is so merciful. If I will meditate in her eyes, my life will change. One time I was sitting with the sadhus. They said when the eyes start talking and air start drinking, I was little surprised how eyes can talk. Here see, Radhika eyes is talking or not? Radhika eyes talking that the Krishna is controlled by only looking the eyes. The love eyes can talk. Only by eyes Krishna control. And the Kinkaris also eyes talking. How the Kinkaris eyes talk? When she not meditate in this asmaran, means the meditation is not, then the eyes tears start coming. Oh, I'm missing my Swamini. That tears when that comes from the eyes, also eyes is talking in separation. The tears is that eyes when comes, it talks, melting in your heart. You can feel it from the eyes. It's talking about how is your feeling inside. A spiritual thing move like this. And this pastime is so sweet to meditate. So one is to asmaran. How asmaran can come? When I am now, living in now. Just you deviate from now, asmaran will lose. If you are now not here, then you will lose thinking, right? So you always this practice, asmaran will practice you to live now, present, the moment. And this practice makes you to go in dhyan. More deep asmaran means thinking will come, it will come in the dhyan, means total meditation. And more deep will go, it will become dharan. Dharan means you cannot live without that. Dharan means you keep in your heart that. And fifth is samadhi. When the Siddha Purusha starts living, he is chanting, talking, everything, but his stage becomes samadhi stage. All the time, his sarup, meditation, and seva is going on. That stage is samadhi. Dhyan means practice to live now. No, smaran, living in now. Samadhi, dhyan, smaran, living in now. Samadhi, dhyan, samadhi. Smaran, dhyan, dharan, and samadhi. Smaran is now living. Is to first thing. The moment mind can run is like a Trinavata. Just now I feel it. I was deep in meditation. Then I sing Akhanda Mangalakarang and Agyana Timrandasya. I forget. Second Guru Mantra, I forget. Then I remember. Then again I come to the Smaran. Means now. Then again I will do mistakes. So you have to be always cautious to be in now. And why this happened? The sound is coming from backside. My mind go, why he is hammering? And then I forget. So a smaran can be a disturb like this moment. In a few seconds, your smaran can break up. Few seconds, you are thinking for your Siddha Deha, Manjari Sarup, and again a moment outside something will affect you and you will forget that. Again you have to come back there, then to start the practice. So this asmarana is so important, this can bring to samadhi. This is the point. And very careful with other outer activities. Why you bother for that? One bothering disturb me. I watch, I am telling you. Why I am bothering for hammering? What is my business with that? And we bother like this, many things, and then my smaran disturbs. Why I am giving this example? To realize how my smaran, my concentration deviates with different ways, right? So, we are lucky that we are in Vrindavan and we have to try to go to understand spiritual life is the easiest thing. What is my problem? When the problem comes when I am not living in now. Only the problem we create because of that. And when we start living in now, automatic this practice make you to go in asmara. When you are living in now, bhajan will be different. Living in now, automatic this bhajan will bring you in your spiritual identity to think. If you are thinking, you will think these things, positive. Because the nature is this, when you chant, you think something. So why not think this? What can help me to go more deep in the subject? In asmara, if you go in dhyana stage, you start thinking. Smaran also. Past time will start, then you start thinking that. And this also our Raghunath Das Goswami, in his Siddha Deha, Manjari Sarup, he is always asmaran, and he what is to calculate to think in the eyes of Swami. We are so lucky that I can meditate this eyes, because this eyes is controlling Krishna. Where you are losing Krishna, if you are whole life devoted, Krishna how is controlled? By the eyes of my Swami, by glance only, he become controlled. So much love is there in the eyes of Swami. So he can also control who is the supreme and who is never controlled by others. So without Rati Manjari, how we can understand this? Without Rati increasing, it's not developed feeling in our life. Yeah. Question? Any question? No noise, not. But the noise is good to help us. How I will check myself, what is disturbing me? How I am fixed? If the noise is not there, then small noise will disturb me. My greed is less, so noise I see. Listen, my greed is missing there. Not noise is disturbing me. My determination is missing. I say you my example just now. Means my greed is missing there, so I went out. Why? Why to bother for other noise? How you can stop other noise in this material world? One day, we are also noisy for other, and other become noisy to test me. A mountain, there is no noise. At a mountain, more noise is there, When the bird will sound, then you will see that noise. Plane will go, you will feel the noise. Where you will stop your noise? Noise you cannot stop. It's the nature of the creation to noise. To check you that you are influenced with noise or not. You see? So we don't need to run from anything. We have to be serious in what I am doing in that. Everybody will do their job. If you see, Vrindavan is a more noisy place. But in this noisy place, Siddha Purus are living. I see some CD of Vinod Baba and Anantas Babaji. All the horn and the sounds are going to all CDs, bhajans. But they are singing. There no disturb, there noise to them. Many times I went to the meetings with Anandas Babaji and very disturbing, noisy. But he is not disturbed with this noise. Why? Because he is in different vibration, fixed one point. What noise? Noise is for checking to me how much I am still going out. I disturb with small thing or not. You see, in the forest there is a noise. Where we can run out, no need to run, no need to change the circumstances. We have to be in the same circumstances, same place, but we have to improve my inner position. You see? Then if you fixed with your noise, with your chanting, is also noise, right or not? When you fixed with your noise, other noise will change. Because we are not fixed in my noise, so other noise is disturbing. The moment I was not fixed, I escaped. Because I was not fixed there, and the mind go, why disturbance come? Because when you go more higher to fix the moment, more noise will come to check you how much you are fixed. Understand? Checking. Krishna is very naughty, you don't know. He checks how much you disturb with noise. How much. And he creates the disturbance that to check how much we are balanced in ourselves. The pastime to meditate and the flow of pastime is so serious that you no disturbance with the noise. No disturbance with the noise. You will not feel. Rather.
Important for us as devotees to observe how much I go deeper in my meditation, or like you always say to me, slowly it will come. Because you were explaining from Smaran to Samadhi, and my thing is always, I think if I'm a rose who have Samadhi, I'm safe.
Samadhi stage that I don't feel any disturbance with any noise. Dharan also, when you are always inside, connected one in yourself, in your sarup, dharan, I dharan my sarup. Dharan means I accept this, and I am living in that. And the Leela Smaran is fixed, that becomes Samadhi. So then going out become disturbance. Then people disturb, then they become angry also. What you do? What is happening? Means Samadhi stage. Please. But Samadhi is coming for some minute and going out. But somebody is long time in Samadhi stage, and this book is written in Samadhi. This cannot be written without Samadhi. It's the flow of the past times. Is the picture of the Samadhi stage. Looking and writing. Not a smarana or dhyana. It's a Samadhi stage of writing. So this book, if we are not in a smaran, we can be practiced by listening this book. This is the beauty. And this to do. Why? Means so Sarup and Sarup Siddhi Prabhupada, right? We don't believe that is separate issue, but we have to believe it. Without that, your material identity will never finish, and all material desire will never finish. If you not have one thing to escape from there, other thing you know, how you will leave this material body? Nobody can leave, because I know only this body. I can think to live if I know other body also is existing and other thing is existing. If I don't know why I will live, I will not listen to you. Why I will live, where I will go? Why? I listen, but I will not accept this. Why? Because whole of life I know and I am living in this body. And you say to material, I am material, this is material, you are not this. Then what I am? Yes, you are, my dear. You are a soul. But soul has any body or what? Yes, there is a body. Soul has also one body. That is Anandamaya Kosh. In yoga also mentioned there. Anandamaya Kosh. Kosh means body. Layers of body. One is a subtle body. Subtle body is also there or not? Yes. How? You can see when you sleep, you see your subtle body is working and your gross body is sleeping. Though there is two body or not? When subtle body can possible to see, you can see spiritual body also, na? Because this is Anandamaya Kosh, is a mention. And then when you know, you practice to go there, then you can believe it. Somebody say, this is not a way to do. Automatic Sarup will come. Arey bhaiya, automatic this body come or what? We need the help from to take the gross body from mother and the father. They put the seed to make it this gross body. Or not? You automatic come my body, this gross body? No. So how my Ananda Kosh can come? Anandamaya Kosh? You also need one mother and father for that, or not? So our mother is Swamini. Spiritual body is spiritual mother, or not? And she gave the birth of a spiritual body. Our spiritual body took birth from my Alladini Shakti. Alladini Shakti is Anandamaya Kosh. Anandamaya Ananda is Allad. Ananda is Allad, na? Allad means the very, very ecstasy of Ananda. That is Allad. So Ananda can only give by Alladini Shakti. No other. Then why Guru is coming in between? She is a dasi, bhai, maid. One mother give the birth, one maid need or not? One mother give the birth, midwife need or not? The midwife is Gurudev. So midwife work give Gurudev is a midwife, maid servant. She bring the baby out and give the hand of mother. She give the baby. Mother is lying, but the baby give by midwife. So our spiritual body, the Dasi is doing, giving to us. And you say that automatic baby will come, his spiritual body will come. How? I don't know this thing. What exists or not exists. And not? Yeah? Huh? This is we are the, why oneness is there with her? Because the navel and navel connection is there. What navel connection? Only mother and baby has navel connection. Why mention in Radharas Sudharnidhi Manjari and the Radhika has navel to navel connection? Why? Navel and navel connection means very close connection. Like a mother and baby connection. That navel connection. Some place you will see the Manjari is shadow of Radhika. The babies are not shadow of mother. Babies are not shadow. Baby can live without mother. So this is the nature, bhai. Because we not try to be like that, so we cannot understand. We block ourselves. Oh, these are bogus. This not works. Is a no. Because I never had the experience and realization. This whole subject is realization. You have to realize yourself to accept it. When you will accept, you will realize. When you will realize, you will accept it. Both things work. If you accept, you will realize. And if you will realize, automatically you will accept. And without that, it not works. I give you example from the life of Jesus. Jesus, the time of Jesus, there was Jewish religion, Jewish practice, right? Jewish people was there, right or not? And very ritual. And when he come, he realized in his traveling, ritual not works, connection, relation works. And by the mercy or by experience of some saintly person, we don't know, he's a private, but by this way, he realized to develop the relation with the Father, as a father to the God. So why he accepts son? If he is not a son, he can see the Father. And who is the son? The body was son, or the spiritual Anandamay Kosh was son? What is the son? Soul was son. That Anandamay Kosh he recognized, and he said, yes, he is a son. And Savior is the Father. What is the problem? One thing to accept. When you accept yourself, everything will be acceptable. Because I know accept myself, I never accept anything in the world. Because I don't know myself, so I deny because I am confused with myself. What is the problem in our life? That we don't know myself. And this creates suffering. Like, I give you one example. You are boss in one company and the 50 persons are working in your company. And one day you go there and all the staffs, they forget to recognize you that you are boss. Because you come after 5 years to visit that company. What will be your position there? You will be very sad to see all 50 and managers and even manager not recognize you. And no one recognize you. And nobody asks to give you tea or food or water. What you will be feeling? Painful or not? So this is my condition. I am living in this body and Jiva is the center point of the whole body and all forget to this Jiva. So we forget the center. Because of that we are suffering. The boss servant become boss and the boss becomes servant. And no servant start recognizing to the boss. These senses are boss, senses become boss now. All senses want to use me. And the boss is quiet. Nobody recognizing him. because they want to all enjoy. They are all benefit, and the boss is crying, what happened here? My company is failed. Even now no recognition. So he become quiet. Why he can fight with everyone? Why he will fight? And this is suffering of forgetting our identity is my suffering. We say we are suffering. Why you are suffering? Because you forget yourself. The boss is become servant and servant become boss. And second problem is this, mind and my heart, soul. They are always in the conflict. They're fighting. Heart wants something to do and mind start calculating on that. And mind say develop some projects. Heart say no. This is not your job. And your conflict is inside. And this conflict create big problem inside. And then inside fighting start. And I blame others because of you wrong mistake is happening. You are the main reason for that. Because we not check myself why it's happening. I am doing and I create suffering, but I am blaming to others. I can show you if you said. So how to balance it is a way of spirituality. And this, any spiritual person will be saying like this. I will take the one example. Everybody is throwing a stone to one lady. Jesus comes. He said, why are you throwing a stone to her? He said, she is a very bad lady. Sinful lady. So we are beating. Jesus, one word. If you not do sin in your life, you beat him. But if I do sin in my life, how I am qualified to beat him? That's one thing. I never assess myself. We start assessing other. And when I will start assessing myself, that is spiritual life start. Is not like this. This is spiritual life not go like this. Assessment of myself. So my dear, this Manjari Bhav is the one of the highest mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He appeared only this to give Manjari Bhav. And Radha and Krishna, they are married couple in Goloka. Goloka, Vrindavan, they are married couple. They are living together. And they took this pain to be separated 100 years in separation for each another, for we living soul, to give you interest in their personal meeting, my dear. Confidential meeting. If you do in your material life this type of meeting with your lover, you will not give chance to enter someone. But this Krishna and this Radha Rani give mercy to all living soul who become elevated in his Siddha Deha, in Ananda Kos. If he took birth in Vrindavan, if he took birth in the Und of Gopi, what is the meaning of Und of Gopi? Gurudev is not Gopi. We have to go to the Barsane or Jabat to take birth. Gurudev is not Gopi. Radharani is not Gopi. They say, if you not go in this way, when you take first initiation, is that not a birthday? Second initiation is not your birthday? And the Manjari Sarup is not your birthday? The day when you got it, that is the real birthday. That is the real birth happened of your spiritual birth. That is only information to help you to practice, to develop this mood. If you not practice this mood, it will never reveal to you. Only to help, this is the guide to practice. And the time will come, it will reveal to you. It's a practice for that. Mantra, why we get the mantra? Practice only. Mahamantra we get. Still, after 10 years, we not understand the meaning, but we are practicing. But one day when I will know the meaning, it will be wow, surprise. Without knowing meaning is helpful. But we will know the meaning, it will more increase to me. Diksha mantra, same. Without knowing meaning, if you do see the result. And if you knowing with the meaning, see that. We got the 7 words for the Siddha Deha and Manjari Sarup. 7 words. More or less than Mahamantra and Diksha mantra. Never. But 7 words is a 7 days, 24/7 to be memorized. That is meaning of 7 words. It will expand your whole life in a spiritual life. That my experience, realizations and mercy from my Gurudev I am sharing you. When you start living in Anandamaya Kosh, you cannot, Anandamaya Kosh means you have to share this, Ananda. You cannot be holding for only yourself. You have to distribute it. So Radhika has a Alladani Ananda. She cannot hold it. She gave to Krishna, she gave to gopis, sakhis, and also to the dasis, manjaris. Every place she wants to give. How she is feeling with Krishna, and the manjaris are feeling from the Radhika's eyes and Krishna's eyes, and their exchange of feeling. She realized this. Yes, Sri Radha.
Radha and Krishna in Goloka, in one prakosh of Goloka, there's Radha and Krishna are married, and they took this pain to come for 100 years here down to this earth to invite all the souls. But of course, I was thinking there's this different prakosh or chamber where they are in Paraki above, right, Gurudev? There's different portions of Goloka.
Actually, one is Goloka and one is Goloka Vrindavan, right? You see any place is a hidden fact. Honestly, what is that? Goloka is there and Goloka Vrindavan is this Vrindavan. Bhom Vrindavan, Aprakat Vrindavan, Dibya Vrindavan. In Vrindavan is this. This is not there. The person who is in taste of Parkiya Bhav, they want to be always in Parkiya Bhav. They don't interested to go in Sakya mood of the Radha and Krishna. Because they will lose the service of Radha Rani. Ask from any couple, they bring one helper also in their bedroom. You bring some helper and in Parkiya Bhav, without helper nothing will work. Yeah, that is the point. Gopi means, Go means Indriya and P means offered to Krishna. They are gopis who give all his senses to the Krishna pleasure. They are gopis. So Gurudev not give, he is not gopi, he is not get gopi bhav. The senses who offer to the Krishna pleasure, that is gopi. One we use for our pleasure, one give to the Krishna's pleasure. Atma sukh pritivancha dhare kamna. Krishna sukh pritivancha dhare premna. No business. Senses are not a big thing. It's a material senses. They are ready to do Atmanivedanam themselves in the pleasure for the Lord. They are ready to offer themselves. What is senses? If this big pleasure to him is all, take it. What a big thing. This is the nature of the gopi. This is gopi bhava. And we no need to go again die and take birth in the Jawat to any other place. In this body, Bhakti Vinod Thakur song means now. Dekhite, now looking. By looking in just moment, it can be happen to you. Not next birth. Who knows next birth where I will take birth? what circumstances will come in my life. Now in this time, no time for me. Dekhite. Kabe bujbo sthul sarira. Means when I will recognize my physical body and when I will recognize my spiritual body. Bhav is the body. Feeling is the body. We not see this body, we see only material body. But we can feel there is a subtle body. Dream at night time and see your subtle body is working or not. And you will watch you are sleeping and this body is working. And again go inside this body. Similarly, a spiritual body also come from this body, material body, because the soul is in material body, and again merge in this material body. Right or not? Why we come back to the body consciousness? Because he again enter in this material body. How much I will see the identification, it will stand there. Again I will forget that identification, it will merge back to this material body. Right? Right? Clear or not? And they say, Mahaprabhu, past time to meditate, you have to become boy, young boy. Yes, your physical body is a boy and my spiritual body is a female. So this is boy already. If you are female or male, this is boy. So, to serve Mahaprabhu is a physical body. Sadhak ways. All pastime meditate. And in spiritual body, if you go in a spiritual body, then very easy to enter in the pastime of Radha Krishna. If not, then you say it is too much to go enter. Because the material body is coming in your front to control your mind. Then you go, we have to wait something. And in spiritual body, you go through and go on and on to meditate in that. You don't want to come out from that, my dear. And if you not practice to live there, your spiritual body will not stand longer. For living, you have to stay there in the past time. Understand? Understand or not? Yes? No? You're smiling, you see. They are practicing. Getting difficult. Getting practice difficult. Practice realization difficult. Realization living difficult. Is a line of difficulties. And when you reach these difficulties, all set. Because you cannot do it through the mercy is happening. It happens only by mercy. By doing Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Sadhaka Vunai Suddha Chitta Sravanadi Karayodaya. Is only we need Suddha Chitta, pure heart. No doubt in that. Believe and flow in that. All are Radha Dasi there. Nobody is Krishna Das there. All are Radha Dasi there, and all they are in the service of Radhika. All Mahajans. Then you will see, this is Babaji, this is Gaudiya Math, this is ISKCON. No! These all Maya Sansar, outside of Sansar, you can see. There is no Gaudiya Math and ISKCON and Alag Radha Kund group. All are same place, they are same place working in the Radha service. All they are brother and sister. They are helping to each other. No seniority, no juniority there. Who is senior, who is junior, there is nothing. Gurudev is only one day younger and older. Then who is senior and junior there? Radhika is a Dasi, but she said to remove the faint of Krishna. He is fainting. I want that he wake up. I am not satisfied. Wake him up. Oh Tulsi, do help to me. Why? All are friends there. Friends can say these words in the bedroom to the kinkiris. I cannot help him to wake him up. I need your help. So fortunate living soul. They are not, I don't believe. They are Kripa Siddha, mercy got Kripa. I think the highest is the Kripa Siddha. I listened from some sadhu, they said the Kripa Siddhas are more higher because they get the mercy of Radhika and they become Kinkari. Who become Kinkari, they are more higher. But our mind see seniority, follow to senior, no, is a material thing. There is the junior is the senior. Nitya Siddhas are the gopis who always, Lalita, Vishakha, they are always, but they have no chance to do this seva. So where is the seniority there necessary? There is juniority. They all has to work under the Rupa Manjari and Rati Manjari. Nobody can say I am independent group. No, all has to move that. This is Rupanuga. Right or not? Simple way. Very clear-cut things are there.
Radhe Radhe Govinda